Alright guys, summer's coming to a close here with Cooking with the Sentinel-Record, but we will take you into the fall. However, I have one last bright, fresh, spicy summer dish for you. We're gonna smoke some salsa. It's gonna be absolutely delicious. I have a lot of ingredients here with me right now. I'm gonna show you in the recipe that is printed in the paper and on the website how to make it for like a single serving. And we're gonna jar some up for today for safekeeping. Alright guys, grill's sitting at a nice hot 350 degrees. We're gonna get a little rough chop going on in this. Start with our onions. We're gonna arrange our food on our grill according to how long it's gonna take. So these big thick onions, like this, we're gonna put right next to the heat. And smaller things like garlic and peppers that don't take as long, we're gonna put those farthest away. Don't worry, none of these casings are going in our salsa. Alright, let's go put our first tray on. Alright, we're gonna put our onions right here next to the heat. Now some of our garlic was a little small, so we made a little foil pack for that so it doesn't fall through the grates. And just put your big pieces there. Alright, let's go chop some more. Alright, now we're going to get started with our tomatoes while the onions and garlic cook. Just going to slice our ramen tomatoes in half. Like I said earlier, we're going to dice all this up in the food processor and get it down to salsa size. Alright, we're going to move on to our tomatillos. Now these things have a casing around them. You're going to want to get that casing completely off. You don't want to cook with that. Very bitter. Tomatillos, they just make any salsa they're ever in. They're so good. It's kind of like a tomato in a way. Like if a tomato and a lime had a baby. Boom, let's go load it up. Right. Do this. We do the same thing with our tomatillos. Put them facing down as well. Alright, let's make our last trip. And last but not least, we're going to get to our peppers and our limes. I'm using homegrown peppers and limes. Just get them at the supermarket if you don't have access to that. These are just your standard green bells, and we have some jalapenos. On the peppers, we do want to chop the heads off. Not very delicious. And they're slippery apparently. I leave the seeds in. If you want to take the seeds out, don't want it quite as spicy, a little more mild. Like I said, it's just a rough chop. It's not going to matter how pretty you cut it if you're putting it in a food processor later anyway. Alright, let's get these loaded on. Then I'm going to show you how to make your own homemade tortilla chips out of just regular standard bought tortillas. We're not going from scratch. Let's get these on. Alright, the last little bits on there. Alright, now that your grill's as full as it'll ever be, go relax for 45 minutes and let her smoke. Alright guys, it's smoking up. We're going to make us some tortilla chips. I have just standard corn tortillas. We're going to get, we'll probably do about 3 at a time. Pizza cutter. We're just going to slice right through those. Look at that, makes perfect chip. We're going to bake these. You can also fry them. But if you want to be a little healthier, not that chips and salsa is the healthiest, you can bake them. Just light drizzle. I'm using extra virgin olive oil. You can use melted butter, you can use vegetable oil, whatever your poison. All right, let's get our chips in the oven. We got these sitting at 350 degrees. We're gonna go ahead and start that timer for 10 minutes. All right, onions are nice and done. Boom, look at that. Alright, now for the complicated part, skinning the onions. It's really not that big a deal, it comes right out. That's how you know it's good and done. Now, one of the greatest sounds in the history of the world. Voila, it does not take long in that thing. You can get the bigger pieces to the bottom, and get you a nice even chop. Onions are probably making my camera guy cry right now. Sorry, Donald. Into our bowl. I like a good thick chunky salsa. Get the juice right out of them. That's gonna be pretty simple. Don't even really need the juicer. That's gonna do it for our limes. I'm gonna add our seasoning now. We have Southwest Taco Rub, Cavender's Greek seasoning, Chupacabra steak seasoning, 2 tablespoons of cumin. And this is a zesty lime, kind of similar to tahini. Mix that up. Oh yeah, coming along. All right, get the rest of it. Put the finishing touches on. All right. Get our bell peppers and jalapeno peppers in first. Home stretch, guys. Alright, then we're going to get with our tomatillos, put those in. Might take 2 hits with those. Might get them on the table. I think we're going to get lucky. That's the stuff commonly found in salsa verde. We're gonna let this sit and cool off. We're gonna get some jars, we're gonna jar some stuff up, and we're gonna taste test it. Nice, good crispy chips. Awesome. All right, guys, we got a couple little final touches, and we're gonna see what these things taste like. I have some smoked, fire roasted Hatch green chilies. You can't buy them readily around here fresh, but they do sell in a jar at any supermarket. We're gonna add that right in there. My family actually has a huge chili farm in Hatch where they smoke these chilies and all that. Here we have some cojita cheese, about half a cup of that. Mix those right in with our mixture. Get one of our homemade chips. Let's see what we got. Very smoky. The lime sings right through. Got that nice acid. Tomatillos are so perfect. That's good. Give me a little bit more. Add some hot sauce to it. It's not spicy enough for me. I only did a couple peppers, give or take, whichever ingredients you like most. Very, very nice. Put some in some jars. Give it to my coworkers. Like we said earlier, since summer is coming to an end, next time on Cooking with the Sentinel-Record, we're going to have some fall favorites. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our newsletter. And always, get creative. Check us out. Drop a comment on something you'd like to see me make. If not, I'll just come up with something strange like smoked salsa. Have a good one.